Very good, and hopefully that we can resolve this after waiting for so long. It's been a long time awaiting.
According to Chamorro Land Trust Commission Chairman David Mattanani, it's a wait that dates back almost 2 decades. After being approved by the CLTC earlier this year, the rules were transmitted to the Guam legislature over the summer. Land Management Director Michael Borja.
These rules allow the Chamorro Land Trust to be able to make some money from the use of lands for commercial purposes, so we can do the investment into the lands that are going to be used for the residential and agricultural use for the people.
Session was called this week to address the rules, which were amended and introduced through Substitute Bill 139 by Senator Tom Atta. Today, lawmakers like Speaker Judy Wampat were given a chance to address any general comments or concerns on the rules.
The way that the bill is presented, it appears to be open-ended, and there's no protection there whatsoever to make sure that we follow the intent of this law, which is to address, of course, residential and agricultural properties to be made available for our people.
Borja, meanwhile, says these commercial rules would also help the CLTC garner millions in revenue to fund infrastructure for CLTC property. Some of the areas that these commercial rules would address include Oka Point in Tamuning, property along major roadways, and industrial areas in Santa Rita.
Been some very good dialogue, and we just want to have a good working document when we're all finally done, because it'll still take us a while before we can begin moving on a lot of these things, but at least it sets us up to do a whole lot of other activities, more than just leasing lands. It's not only about leasing the lands, and it's about being able to even engage in commercial activities that have nothing to do with anyone using our lands for commercial purposes.
Late this afternoon, lawmakers ended up voting on an act to instead disapprove the proposed CLTC rules and regulations as transmitted by the governor to the speaker on June 3rd. Borja calls action by lawmakers today as, quote, a setback, saying the legislature had 90 days to act on the rules that were submitted and they chose not to. Because of this, we're not able to have the ability to obtain revenue that will assist in infrastructure development and surveying of CLTC property, end quote. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.